on your insightful comments. I now recognize the chairman for the Subcommittee on Oversight, Investigations, and Accountability, the gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Brecheen, for his opening statement.
Thank you, Chairman Ogles. Good morning. Thank you to our witnesses. Very complex subject. Many of us, in all vulnerability, feel really unqualified to be in these discussions. Grateful we're going to have some expertise to drive into the massive amount of vulnerabilities that AI is presenting on our cyber front. As chair of the Subcommittee on Oversight, Investigations, and Accountability, I'm looking forward to partnering with the Subcommittee on Infrastructure Protection to focus on this topic, explore ways that Congress can assist the Department of Homeland Security in countering this new threat. This integration of AI into cyber attacks should concern every American. The recent cyber attack leveraging Anthropic's AI infrastructure showed that complex attack campaigns can now be conducted with little to no human interaction at speeds faster than a human could replicate. We've all seen how AI can easily streamline tasks that would otherwise be very labor-intensive, both in business and everyday life. Now that an attack like this has successfully taken place, we can expect to see more events like this in the future. The proof of concept is there, and even if U.S.-based AI companies can put safeguards against using their models for such attacks, these actors will find other ways to access this technology. China is our most significant cyber threat actor, and it continues to search for tactics to infiltrate critical U.S. systems and prioritize the development of advanced computing technology and AI that supports its economic and strategic goals. Cyber espionage has been a key part of their plan. China's plan, ongoing campaign of stealing intellectual property. This is decades old. They now have new tools. And this will fuel rapid technological advancement at the expense of American innovators. As this committee has highlighted over the years, cyber actors linked to China pose a threat on an unprecedented scale, targeting U.S. companies, critical infrastructure, and the federal government. As technologies like AI continue to advance at such speeds, we have to be vigilant, strategic in protecting intellectual property and our national security. From an oversight perspective, we need to make sure that federal civilian agencies are taking the proactive steps needed to protect their networks against intrusion. Technology doesn't advance on the government's timeline, and we can't afford to have cybersecurity practices moving at such speeds absent government interdiction. That path leaves us reacting to security failures instead of proactively confronting today's threats. This is an area where federal government can partner with and learn from the private sector to implement best practices and incorporate needed technology. Federal government needs to be better at sharing information on cyber threats between federal agencies and with private stakeholders in a timelier manner. I hope to learn in today's hearings how Congress can empower the Department of Homeland Security and its sub-agencies to counter this threat and ensure safety and integrity of U.S.-based infrastructure. And I want to thank again our panel of witnesses for joining us today to discuss the cyber attack, implementation of that, and Congress and American people need to consider how we can work with you all and your expertise to safeguard our critical infrastructure. With that, I want to yield back to Chairman Opus.